Dear Gretchen, your 6-year-old self will not yet understand why you feel so alone in a recess playground. Your bowl cut and clothes from Walmart will always catch the attention of a 5th grader telling you you look like the little Asian kid from Indiana Jones. And you will fall for all the stupid jokes they throw at you, because not speaking their tongue is an obstacle course over pins and needles, so don't be surprised when your tonsils feel like pin cushions. And your mouth feels like a marionette's jawbone when another teacher takes you out of class and tells you to repeat the same sentence over and over and over again to see if you're American enough to send to the next grade. Try to pick up the freedom in their accent. Lose the hot sand in your saliva. And make sure they don't hear mosquito bites in your syllables. This is just what you need to do right now. And when you turn 12, hate your own culture. Act like you were never an immigrant and deny yourself of ever belonging to a chain of islands that made your heart whole. Gretchen, act like you're better than people with accents. Because that's what the jungle gym rules were before. When your first crush was a blonde boy with blue eyes, you start to think that being white is to be beautiful. Gretchen, you will feel so American that the stars and stripes will imprint itself on the hollow of your stomach. So remember that pale is better, but still make fun of the Asian ladies that wear visors to keep from getting dark. Remember that holding your parents' hand in public is not acceptable in this country. Mean girls are looking at you from everywhere at your age. You're going to look away when you stop holding your mama's hand. You will shed a tear for denying her to be in a clique at school. You're going to be worried more about feeling American than being respected in your family and being respectful to your family. Gretchen, when you turn 17, you will have uncomprehendable love for your parents because you realize that leaving your homeland must feel like sprinkling salt in the paper cuts of your heart, and seeing your kids turn into strangers must be a sight they never wanted to see, but it was for your future. Love them for their struggles, Gretchen. You're going to write about what it means to be Filipino-American, but it'll take you a million torn pages to realize that America is a Facebook page you share with your friends. Network full of the people you cannot avoid, and the soulmates you can't forget if your life depended on it. That America taught you spoken word is the only way to let out your demons, letting it grace the air until George Washington and Frederick Douglass head nod and give each other a knuckle touch. And remember that America has struggled too, so don't blame it for changing you into a freedom-fighting Filipina. Dearest Gretchen, it'll take you 1,000 burned chapters to make you realize that whole will never be found in a jungle gym or in the fingerprints of the United States Embassy. That whole will never be located at the corner of brown girl and white girl. That this feeling of acceptance is never going to come from other people. It's going to come from yourself, little girl. You have yet to understand your place in the world. Bay Area walking Pinay. Liberal Catholic. At this age, you will still pray with rainbow rosaries for the day that your sister has the right to marry her girlfriend. You will still pray with Buddhist beads that your family will accept your Vietnamese boyfriend for his heart and not his culture. You will still pray that your art and your spunk will anatomically mesh itself to the cheekbone of your nation. You will still pray that someday you will find yourself in capiz shells and pineapple fibers, and you'll continue to sew the islands to the bay with thread made of purple hair and raw nerve, and golden gates and palm tree passion, in the wonderful whirlwind you call your existence. Dearest Gretchen, this is only the first step to finding your home.